go for 50 laps here at Eldora Speedway, or Cedar Lake Speedway. Sorry guys, I'm all screwed up here this afternoon. Oh my, so as your number 7 of Clayton Ellis will lead the way in this one. You got the number 25 of Brendan Avila. Meanwhile, it's going to be the 115 of Dane Norris. I'm not a tough guy, I'm just a really good host, and I don't tolerate that type of aggressive driving, boss man. Don't drive like that in my shows. There is no purpose for that. That is not racing. That is just over-aggressive driving. Stop arguing with me. I'm the host. Why does it hurt so many people's feelings when I kick them? 3 out of 50 here this afternoon as the number 7 machine is going to be Mr. Clayton Ellis, still going to be that race leader. Oh, good battle in turn 1 and 2 as we get about 50 laps here for these UMP modifieds here this afternoon as Brandon Apple, that number 25 to the inside. After that's going to be that, oh, you already know that number 115 of Dane Norris. They're going to go 3 wide through the middle of turn 3 and 4. After 999 of Corey Sibley, still 3 wide for that race lead. Dane Norris at 115 right through the middle. Brandon Apple is to the inside. A little bit of internet flash for Mr. Dane Norris as they're still 3 wide for the race lead. 6 out of 50 so far, and it's still 3 wide down to the backstretch as UMP Modifieds continue to race here this afternoon. The 35, 25 of Brandon Avila once again to the inside. It'll be Dane Norris through the middle with turn 3 and 4. They're still 3 wide for that race lead as it's still that battle for the lead. It's going to be Dane Norris right through the middle of turn 1 and 2. He'll take the lead going in the middle of 3 and 4. Avila to the inside. Here comes Clayton Ellis to the outside. What a battle as the number 7. That's going to be Clayton Ellis to the outside. As we still stay green here at the Eldora Cedar Lake Speedway. Why is Eldora on my mind? As we got a little bit of contact there between the 25 of Avila, the number 7 machine. That's going to be Clayton Ellis. As Ellis will go to the outside of the speedway. As we continue, got a great battle back here for the 4th spot. The 22 of Thomas Davis. Meanwhile, the 999 of Corey Sibley. You have the old cold and Turbolenger, as it's going to be the number 0, Darren Diggs to the top shelf. 10 out of 50 so far. Now, this is some really good racing actually for these UMP modifieds here this afternoon. 10 out of 50 as the 115 of Dane Norris continues to lead the way. The number 25 of Brandon Avila, the 7 of Clayton Ellis. 11 out of 50 here this afternoon as the number 22 of Thomas Davis to the outside. SK, thank you for the latest follow. Derek Diggs to the outside. You will have the number 99 of Corey Sibley as you have a good race with Colton Turbulinger at number 15 as that's going to be the battle for the 6th spot. You got the 999 of Sibley to the inside. You got them 3 wide, 4 wide all over the speedway so far. Pretty good race for the race lead as well. Dane Norris at the 115 with Brandon Avila right there behind him as well. 13 out of 50 here this afternoon. Brandon Avila with a good run to the outside, trying to make a run down to the backstretch. Can Dane Norris hold on through the middle of 3 and 4? He still does, as Dane Norris ran a, let's see what the lap time this time around will be. A Wrong driver, Peter. 13.788 so far his last lap time. Brendan Avila a little bit faster though with a 13.933. Ason Wayne, think about the awesome 5 shares with more of your friends. Guys, we appreciate you for sharing this out. 15 out of 50 so far for these UMP modifieds, and it looks like it's starting to spread out here a little bit as the battle for the race lead is going to be looking good. Brayden Avila, number 25 to the inside. Dane Norris in at 115 up on the outside in turns 1 and 2 as Avila's got a good run down to the back stretch as Dane Norris with a little bit of internet flash. Not too bad at this point, but it's still Avila trying to reel in the 115. 17 out of 50 here this afternoon. Clayton Ellison is in that 3rd spot, but the battle for the race lead, and she got the 25 of Brandon Avila just to the outside of Dane Norris, as Norris still leading the way, 18 out of 50, as Avila is still faster at number 25 of Brandon Avila. So he's going to get to the inside. Brady Zins, we have just started here this afternoon. I've already told one guy to lead the speedway, and thank you for the heart me. That's so far what you have missed so far. So far, it's been actually a caution-free race here with the Cedar Lake Speedway. As the 7 of Clayton Ellis with number 22, he's out of New York. That's going to be Thomas Davis, as Davis going to get a run to the inside. They'll go door to door off the middle of turn 3 and 4, as you have the number 22 of Thomas Davis to the inside. As racing continues, we got Dane Norris and Brayden Avila getting together. Both cars able to hang on to it, and what a save. 21 out of 50 here for the UMP Modifieds, here for the Cedar Lake Speedway, as it's all going to be Braden Avila with that number 7 machine. That's going to be Clayton Ellis. The number 22, Thomas Davis to the inside, as these guys continue to race it out. You got Darren Diggs up in that 0 for the 5th spot. Colton Turbolinger in that number 15. It'll be the number 99, Corey Sibley. How about the number 46 ride of Shane Everson for the Fusion Setup Shop crew? It's the 13 of David Ellis. You'll have the number 5 of Chris Wardson. Finally in the back of the field, be Justin Green in that number 12 ride. It'll be the 24 of Preston Peterson. So far, all cars besides Robert Tucker got exited out of the as we continue on. Brady's in. I'm going to do my best to be entertaining here tonight, as it's Dane Norris still out in front of this one. Remember, the drivers are putting on the show. I kind of lost my voice a little bit after last night's awesome racing, so please forgive me if I can't get too high. Still putting on the show for you boys, the best I can do. It may come back, it may not. As we're about halfway, and you got a 3-way battle here for the 4th spot. At Darren Diggs, that lethal number 0 machine, Colton Turbolinger in that number 15. It'll be the 999 of Corey Sibley to the inside as you get about halfway to go. So far, it's been a really good race. Look at Sibley to the inside of Colton. That's Colton going to get to the top shelf as we will go down to the back front stretch. As it's going to be Colton to the top shelf. The 999 of Corey Sibley to the inside with that number 46 machine of Shane Everson. As Everson's going to get to the outside. Thank you for the latest follow there, Antoine. We appreciate you. 23 to go in the battle for the race lead. It's going to start to look really good here as Dean Norris at the 115. Meanwhile, the number 25 of Braden Avila with that number 7 machine of Clayton Ellis as Ellis goes to the outside. Meanwhile, the number 25 of Braden Avila to the inside as a 115 of Norris got a little bit of company. Thank you for the latest follow, Michael Turner. We welcome you. 21 to go here for these UMP Modifieds. Again, they are not stock as Avila's going to try to work to the outside of Dane Norris. As Dane Norris continues to hold the middle, a little bit of internet flash for him once again as you get about 20 to go here this afternoon. Avila trying to run the top shelf here at the Cedar Lake Speedway. Dane flashing once again as it's going to be Avila to the top shelf. He's going to try to find a lane. He is definitely faster than your race leader, Dane Norris. Here comes the old slide job in turns 1 and 2. They'll go door to door off of 2. Clayton Ellis at number 7 right there behind him as well. 19 to go, and the battle for the lead is going to get really good as Norris in a 115. There's Clayton Ellis on the inside as Ellis going to take a dive to the inside in turns 1 and 2. Ellis maybe get the bite off the bottom of 2. Dane Norris holding it right down to the back stretch as Nana's going to go. Yeah, I'm going to start calling him Christmas lights here in a minute. As you get about Dane Norris still the leader. He's got a guy coming for some Ethernet cable to be ran out to his garage, and they're going to get together. And we have our first yellow flag. Oh my. Braden Avila thought he was going to be able to stick it to the outside, and I think that was the only way he was going to be able to pass him. And Dane's been running that middle lane as our first yellow flag comes out. Both cars came to a stop at the speedway. Both cars will go to the rear. But I'll tell you what, look at Clayton Ellis. Great heads-up driving, avoiding the 25 of Braden Avila and the 115 of Dane Norris down to the backstretch. They both hold the brake pedal. Nobody else got involved. And that's going to be our first yellow flag. So far, a really good race here this afternoon. I mean, 1 yellow flag. We had 36 laps of green flag action. We already escorted 1 driver off the premises already. I think we're having a good day. I don't know about you. Well, after that goes down, Clayton Ellis and that number 7 machine will be your new race leader in the Hawkeye Trucking APA 7 machine. You got Thomas Davis at number 22 to the outside. Double 5 going to be 1 to green this time by. Yeah, I mean, both cars went to the tail. I'm just going to call it racing at that point, you know. But we get about lap 34 in, 37 out of 50. Both cars are out of it already as we are back underway. Green lights are back out as we are ready to get back at her as Clayton Ellis on the outside. Here comes that number 0 machine of Darren Diggs. As we get a good restart, we'll complete the first lap of the last restart. As the number 7 of Clayton Ellis, still that leader. It's the 0 Darren Diggs on the inside. You got the 999 of Corey Sibley right there to the inside as well. The number 22 of Thomas Davis as he's in there up onto the outside of the speedway. As is Clayton Ellis still holding on to the race lead as Isaac D is rooting for his favorite driver. As you have the number 0 Darren Diggs on the top shelf. Here's the number 22 machine. That's Thomas Davis as he'll go to the outside as well. As you got the 999 of Corey Sibley. You have the 46 of Shane Everson, Chris Wharton, and that number 5 machine with 13 more to go here tonight. As the 999 machine, that's going to be old Corey Sibley. As Sibley goes to the inside of the middle of turn 3 and 4. You got the 5 of Chris Wharton as they continue to go racing. You got them 3 wide back here with David Ellis at number 13 as he makes the pass as it'll be the 15 of Colton Turwinger. You got the 24 of Preston Peterson with 10 more to go here this afternoon. Yeah, that beef chat last night was pretty brutal as Everson and that number 46 machine gets up into the wall as you got a battle for the second spot as Clayton Ellis will lead the way. 10 to go as Corey Sibley going to take a look to the inside as Darren Diggs and that number 0 machine with a 22 of Davis. They continue to battle for that second and third spot as Darren Diggs holds on to the second spot as you got Sibley going to try to tiptoe to the bottom. Here comes the 5 of Chris Wharton as Wharton's going to stick it 3 wide, hits the brake pedal, gets out of that situation as this Sibley number 99 gets right back to the inside. How about Chris Wharton hitting the brake pedal and avoiding to go to 3 wide in turns 1 and 2. As it's going to be Sibley back to the inside. Thomas Davis to the outside shelf. Oh, but 3 wide, 3 wide, 3 wide. Look out, Chris Wharton hits the brake pedal and keeps it on the bottom side of the speedway. Sibley's going to show the right rear quarter panel. Thomas, you should have got out of that, boss. Caution flag for Thomas Davis and the 999 of Corey Sibley. They were 3 wide going into the corner and just had a lift. That's all Thomas had to do was lift, and that would have never have happened as Corey Sibley was throwing that slider in turn 3 and 4. And man, that's just, you just got to give it up at that point. You know, you got Sibley to the inside. He's showing you the right rear quarter panel. He's in front of you in the middle. He's still in front of you, still in front of you, still in front of you. Then you try to stick it to the outside of him, and you're going to run out of racetrack, and that's all she wrote. As Thomas Davis is going to get up into the wall, and that's going to be our second cause of yellow. Just a simple lift, and that would not have happened. Good deal. But either way, both cars going to the pit area for repair work, and we're in the yellow flag conditions for the second time. A simple, you got to lift out of it. Thomas Davis ran out of racetrack trying to stay to the outside of the 999 of Sibley, bangs the car into the wall, and then after that, that's all she wrote. Attention in the pit area. Lights are going out this time by. Lights are going out this time by. If you're going to rejoin the speedway, please do. If you're going to rejoin the speedway, please do. They're coming down off of turn number 2. Dude, there's no mirrors, Thomas. You have to lift out of that. You hit the wall. He's in the middle. He's in front of you all the way. You got to stay out of that. You have to give that up, or that's going to happen to you all the time. As we're back underway. Clayton Ellis at number 7, still going to be your leader with that number 0 machine as Corey Sibley's going to pull it into the inside as you got him 3 wide going into turn number 4. Again, and then what happened? You're going to hit the wall, right? You're going to hit the wall, right? Right? If you don't live for that, you're going to hit the wall. What's going to happen? You're going to, yeah, come on now. I do real life. You know this. 5 to go, going to be this time by, okay? And then you get wrecked. Guys, why does everybody want to argue with me? I know, I've seen it. Good Lord, why does everybody want to argue with me today? My goodness, as the 7 of Clayton Ellis is still going to be your race leader. Meanwhile, to get the number 5, that's going to be Chris Wharton. As you got the number 0 machine, it's going to be all Darren Diggs. He's going to get to the inside as Clayton Ellis at the 7. Meanwhile, Chris Wharton at number 5 to the inside. You've got the 0 ride of Mr. Diggs, Preston Peterson, and Colton Turwillinger on 2 yellow flags here this afternoon. As it's all going to be the number 7 of Clayton Ellis. He's going to get to the outside. Chris Wharton right through the middle of 3 and 4. As you got the white flag in the air. Yeah, he's over here on the purple side, David Ellis. He really is. As it's Clayton Ellis, that number 7 machine. He'll roll to the top side for the final time as we got Darren Diggs on a 360 as it's going to be Ellis. The 5 of Chris Wharton, the 24 of Preston Peterson, the 12 of Justin Green, and the 0 of Darren